guys, so I'm back with another video, and I haven't filmed a talking video in literally so long. It feels like I haven't really filmed an actual video in a little bit. The last video was Vlogmas. Today's video, the title sounds a little bit dramatic. It's literally like I gave up Instagram for 3 weeks, but I just wanted to make a video and talk about this whole experience. And I've given up Instagram before. It's not like some big, well, it can be a life-changing thing if you let it, but it's not some big like dramatic thing like how the title makes it to be. But I just wanted to make this video to talk about what I learned through giving up Instagram for 3 weeks. Most of you know I'm a Christian and I go to church. Woo! So my home church, when I was home for Christmas and New Year's and stuff, we do a 21 days of prayer and fasting every January. So a lot of churches do this actually. A lot of churches do the Daniel fast, which is based out of the Bible. Daniel was challenged to eat only like fruits, vegetables, and like basically no meats, and he was supposed to survive for like 10 days or whatever, and being tested and strengthened through that. But there were different like plans and stuff that we could do through the church for like diet wise, and like other people give up social media. So one of the things that I gave up along with some sort of food was Instagram, because literally Instagram, like, that's the thing that I probably use the most out of all my social media besides like YouTube and stuff like that. But so I wanted to give up Instagram. I've given up Instagram before, like I said, but I don't think I've given up for this long. I think the longest I gave it up was like a week last year, and then a couple days like here and there. But instantly when I was about to give up Instagram, like sometimes you just scroll through your feeds and then you see stuff that's like things you didn't expect to just scroll upon. So that actually happened like right when I was giving up Instagram. So I decided, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start now. When I see things on Instagram, sometimes it makes me like instantly start comparing myself, and I've kind of, I don't want to say always struggled with that, but I've struggled with that previously. Just comparison with like talents or like looks or whatever, which I'm sure like many people have struggled with comparison. That's when I decided just to get rid of Instagram right then and there, and just the whole process has been like, in a sense, freeing, because like I said, it's been like 3 weeks since I've been on Instagram. I just want to say, like, if you don't pray while fasting, you're literally just doing a diet. If you're gonna give something up, if you're gonna fast, like, make sure you're praying through it, otherwise you're literally doing it for kind of no reason. But yeah, so I was trying to be really intentional with like praying about it every time. Like, I deleted the app off my phone. So like every time I would go on my phone, I would like immediately just like go to click on the Instagram app and it wasn't there. And I'm like, okay, I'd see how many times I like go to the app on my phone. So that was eye-opening, and I've actually spent a lot less time on my phone because that's like the main thing I use. Something else that I also learned through giving it up was that Instagram actually is like one of my main forms of ministry per se. I post like a lot about like my relationship with God and like encouraging things and like stuff about the Bible. I also have a singing account where I post like covers of worship music and worship songs, and I usually write something about it, and it's like a sense of ministry in that way. Also, me and my roommates have a Bible study Instagram, and I haven't been able to like post on that and like engage with people who come and like advertise it and stuff, because like I haven't been on Instagram. So my sister has been doing that. But I just learned that Instagram is like a really good way to connect with people, and it's a really good way to branch out and like show people ministry even though you may not know them. So that's something that I've definitely missed. I'm excited to be able to just restart my ministry on Instagram. But also I've learned that it's really freeing to not, like, I feel a little disconnected from the world in a sense, and it's not like every news story is posted on Instagram, or like I don't even follow like a lot of celebrities or anything, so I don't really know what's going on in like the pop culture world. But I just feel a little disconnected from people at home, and a little disconnected from like just everything around me. But in a sense, that is not necessarily bad. Like, I feel a little disconnection from like the outside world, but I've been able to focus on like one specific thing, which is like God. Like, I've continued to read my Bible every day. I've started listening to podcasts in the morning or sermons, and I usually would just like scroll Instagram like while I'm getting ready, but I'm like now like just using or like making use of my time and listening to podcasts and watching sermons and stuff. So that's been really good because I've been able to reshift my focus. Also, along with that, I've practiced a lot more music. I have to practice piano and vocals every week because I have lessons at school. So I've been able to practice more and make more time for that, and be more intentional with that. And that's literally like why I'm here, like why I'm at college. I'm supposed to be practicing music and not scrolling through Instagram. So I'd say like it's really good to limit your amount of social media because, like I said, like comparison creeps in, and getting rid of Instagram has really like, I don't even like think about like stuff that I would compare myself to. Like I haven't really thought about it because I'm not like seeing it right in front of me. And recently I listened to a sermon from Transformation Church, and it was literally like talking about how, I will put it in the description, but it was talking about how we have like our focus like on so many different parts of the world, and we're like looking to, let's say like I'm looking at Instagram, I'm looking at every person around me, I'm looking at people in relationships, I'm looking at how people are like getting opportunities, whatever. I'm just like looking at all these like things around me. I'm like worrying about the future. Like I'm looking at the future, I'm looking ahead, looking at the past, because you know we have hard times like getting at the past, and we don't even like look right in front of us and we see Jesus, and we see like we have our focus on so many different things. And once we have Jesus as our focus, we can't even see like the other things around us. The sermon said it like way better, and he used an illustration. So yeah, click the link in the description and actually watch it because it was really good. But that's like so true. Like once we have our focus on Jesus, we literally can't see anything else around us, and like his desires become ours, and we won't have like our own desires. And it's like the Bible says that he will give us the desires of our hearts, but once we have Jesus as a focus, like his desires become ours, so all we want is Jesus. So it's like crazy stuff. But yeah, so that's been really good. I've been able to focus on that and like not focus on things around me and like compare myself, whatever. Yeah, so what I was saying, although it's been good to like have my focus off of like social media and like what other people are doing, it's also good to have a healthy balance of being intentional on Instagram and being intentional in like the real world where there's people like all around you. So it's good to an extent, but I definitely am going to be spending less time on Instagram. But yeah, so that's like just a little bit of what I learned and what I experienced through this. And it was hard the first couple weeks. I found myself like wanting to post like what I was doing, but like honestly, you don't always have to post every single thing that you do. I'm a really big picture person. I love taking pictures of like literally everything that I do. I like to express myself through pictures. So that has been something that I've always done on Instagram. Like I post stories like all the time. But like we don't always have to post every single thing that we do, because a lot of times, one, people don't even look at it. Two, people start to compare themselves to you. And that's not saying like you should not post something just because you're afraid people will compare themselves to you. But it's just like take time to enjoy the moments and take pictures, but not posting just for the sake of posting. That's what I wanted to share with you guys, and I want you guys to be intentional for this year. Focus on Jesus, because there's so many things going on in the world that we don't need to worry about. And as we have him in view, that's where our vision comes from. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Subscribe and watch the sermon in the description. Bye.